Ladies and gentlemen, Karl Benz was a German inventor and engineer best known for creating the first practical automobile. Karl Benz was born on November 25, 1844, in the small city of Karlsruhe, located in the southern part of Germany. His birth came at a time of significant social and technological change, as Europe was on the brink of the Industrial Revolution. His father, Johann Georg Benz, was a locomotive driver who passed away from pneumonia when Karl was just 2 years old. This early loss deeply impacted his life, but it also motivated him to pursue his passion for innovation and engineering. Raised by his mother, Josephine Vaillant, who was a strong and determined woman, Karl developed a keen sense of responsibility and independence from a young age. From an early age, Karl demonstrated an exceptional aptitude for understanding how things worked. He was highly inquisitive, often taking apart mechanical devices to see how they functioned, a trait that foreshadowed his future career. Despite the challenges of growing up without his father, his mother ensured that he received a good education. She was determined to provide him with opportunities, and this led to Karl's enrollment in a local high school where he excelled academically, especially in subjects related to mathematics and physics. These subjects would become the foundation of his later career. In 1864, at the age of 19, Karl left his hometown of Karlsruhe to pursue a formal education in engineering. He enrolled at the Polytechnic School in Karlsruhe, now the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, a prestigious institution where he trained for 3 years in mechanical engineering. This period of study was critical in shaping his future, as it equipped him with the technical knowledge that he would later apply to his groundbreaking inventions. However, it is important to note that during his time at the Polytechnic, Benz was not necessarily a standout student. He was often described as focused and diligent, but not someone who attracted attention for his academic brilliance. Nevertheless, his commitment to mastering his field was unwavering. After completing his studies in 1864, Karl Benz entered the workforce, initially taking on a variety of engineering jobs. His first significant position was with a mechanical engineering company in Mannheim, where he worked as a designer. He quickly rose to the role of technical director at a company that specialized in the production of bridge building materials. These early professional experiences allowed him to hone his practical skills and deepen his understanding of mechanical systems. However, Benz's true calling came in 1871 when he joined forces with August Ritter to found the company Iron Foundry and Mechanical Workshop in Mannheim. This company, which initially focused on producing industrial machinery, would later become the foundation for the Benz automobile enterprise. Despite the early successes in his professional career, Benz faced significant personal and financial challenges. In his efforts to launch new ventures, he encountered many setbacks. Nonetheless, his determination and persistence in the face of adversity laid the groundwork for his later achievements. His experiences during this period of struggle would shape his relentless pursuit of innovation. And although the journey was fraught with difficulty, it eventually led to the world-changing invention of the automobile. As Benz continued to immerse himself in mechanical engineering and design, he developed an interest in the growing field of internal combustion engines. His deep understanding of mechanics and his innovative mindset led him to the realization that a vehicle powered by an internal combustion engine could revolutionize transportation. This vision, which would change the course of history, began to take shape in the years following his early experiences in engineering. Benz's early life, marked by personal loss, academic dedication, and professional perseverance, was the perfect foundation for his future groundbreaking accomplishments. His ability to see the potential of the internal combustion engine and his determination to bring that vision to life would lead to the creation of the world's first practical automobile. The resilience and innovative spirit cultivated during his youth and early career would go on to shape not only his life, but the entire future of transportation. Karl Benz's invention of the automobile was the culmination of years of innovative thinking, mechanical expertise, and a relentless desire to solve the challenges of personal transportation. While the idea of powered vehicles was not new, Benz's unique vision and approach led to the creation of the first practical automobile, an invention that would forever change the world. Benz's interest in creating a self-propelled vehicle began in the late 1870s and early 1880s when he started to experiment with internal combustion engines. At this time, many inventors had already experimented with steam-powered vehicles, but they were bulky, inefficient, and impractical for everyday use. Benz, however, saw the potential in creating a smaller, more efficient engine that could be used to propel a vehicle in a more practical way. He envisioned a vehicle that could not only be faster than a horse-drawn carriage, but also more reliable and easier to use. The turning point in Benz's development came when he focused on the internal combustion engine, a revolutionary technology at the time. After years of trial and error, he succeeded in developing a small, single-cylinder, four-stroke engine that could be mounted on a vehicle. The engine was powered by gasoline, a fuel that had recently started to be used more widely and was far more efficient than steam engines, which were too large and cumbersome for a vehicle of practical use. In 1885, Benz completed work on his prototype vehicle, the Benz patent Motorwagen. This vehicle was a three-wheel horseless carriage powered by a single-cylinder engine that was capable of producing a modest amount of power. The vehicle itself was relatively simple in design, consisting of a wooden chassis, large spoked wheels, and a small engine mounted at the rear. The engine was connected to the rear axle by a belt drive, and the vehicle had rudimentary steering using a tiller, much like a boat. Despite its simplicity, it was revolutionary because it combined all the elements necessary for a modern automobile: a gasoline engine, a drivetrain, and the ability to carry a passenger. In December 1885, Benz took the Benz patent Motorwagen for its first successful test drive in the streets of Mannheim. Although it was a shaky and difficult ride, the vehicle ran on its own without the need for a horse to pull it. This marked the first instance in history of a practical, self-propelled vehicle taking to the streets. However, it was not without its challenges. The Motorwagen had many limitations, including a lack of effective braking, poor stability, and a limited range due to the small fuel tank. Despite these limitations, it was an important first step in the development of the automobile. The real breakthrough came in 1886, when Benz filed for a patent for his invention, the Benz patent Motorwagen, which was granted on January 29, 1886. This patent is considered the birth certificate of the modern automobile. The Motorwagen was not just a curiosity. It was a practical invention that had the potential to revolutionize transportation. Benz was determined to prove its usefulness to the public and show that it could replace horse-drawn carriages. In August 1888, the Motorwagen gained significant attention when Bertha Benz, Karl's wife, undertook the first long-distance journey by automobile. She drove the Motorwagen from Mannheim to Pforzheim, a distance of approximately 106 kilometers, about 66 miles. This journey was not only a demonstration of the car's capabilities, but also helped to highlight the vehicle's shortcomings. During the trip, Bertha encountered several issues with the vehicle, including difficulties with the engine and the brakes. However, she made repairs along the way, even inventing the first brake lining by using a piece of her garter. The success of this journey helped to convince the public that the automobile was viable and practical for long-distance travel. Benz's invention quickly garnered attention, and by 1889, he founded the company Benz and CA, which began producing and selling automobiles. The success of the Benz patent Motorwagen paved the way for the widespread acceptance and development of the automobile industry. While Benz's invention was the first of its kind, many other inventors would follow in his footsteps, refining and expanding upon his ideas. Ultimately, Karl Benz's invention of the automobile is not just about the creation of a new mode of transportation. It was the beginning of an entirely new industry that would transform the way people lived, worked, and interacted with the world. The Benz patent Motorwagen stands as one of the most important technological milestones of the 19th century, and its legacy is still evident today in the cars we drive in the global automotive industry. Karl Benz's journey to business success was a combination of persistence, innovation, and an unwavering belief in the potential of his invention. While his invention of the automobile was a groundbreaking achievement, turning it into a thriving business required a great deal of strategic thinking, financial risk-taking, and overcoming numerous challenges. His success in the automobile business not only marked a pivotal moment in history, but also set the foundation for what would become one of the world's most successful automotive companies, Mercedes-Benz. In the early stages of his work on the Benz patent Motorwagen, Benz faced significant financial struggles. After building the first prototype of the automobile in 1885, he realized that bringing it to market would require substantial investment. To make this a reality, he founded Benz and CE in 1883, a company that initially focused on building and selling industrial machinery, but which quickly transitioned to manufacturing automobiles once he realized the potential of the car. The company was initially formed with the help of several investors who saw the promise in Benz's vision, but also knew that the automobile industry, still in its infancy, was fraught with uncertainty. While the company's early years were challenging, Benz's technical expertise and relentless dedication to improving his invention kept him moving forward. The first mass-produced vehicles under Benz and C were relatively simple, and Benz concentrated on refining the design and increasing production. His goal was to make cars more reliable, easier to use, and more accessible to the general public. The early vehicles, such as the Benz Velo, proved successful as they were more affordable and practical than earlier prototypes, which had been large, expensive, and inefficient. One of the first major steps toward business success came in 1888, when Bertha Benz, Karl's wife, made the historic long-distance journey from Mannheim to Pforzheim in one of his automobiles. This not only proved the car's viability, but also generated significant publicity for Benz's invention. Bertha's trip demonstrated the car's potential for long-distance travel and caught the attention of the public and potential customers, which helped to shift the perception of the automobile from a novelty to a practical form of transportation. The publicity surrounding her journey contributed greatly to the business's growth and visibility. With increasing demand for his vehicles, Benz was able to ramp up production, and Benz and C became one of the first companies to mass-produce automobiles. By the early 1890s, the company had established a solid reputation for producing quality cars, and Benz's business was growing steadily. He was not only focused on the technical and production aspects of the business, but also on marketing and distribution. Benz recognized the importance of building a brand and spreading awareness about the capabilities of his automobiles. He worked diligently to promote the company, and by 1893, Benz and CE was the largest automobile manufacturer in the world. However, the road to sustained business success was not without its challenges. Competition in the automotive industry was beginning to heat up as other inventors and manufacturers started to produce their own cars. Among them was Gottlieb Daimler, whose company, Daimler Motorengesellschaft, DMG, became a direct competitor to Benz NC. Despite this, Benz's company continued to thrive due to its established reputation for quality and innovation. In the years following, Benz and Daimler would go on to become two of the most important figures in the automotive industry, and their companies would eventually merge in 1926 to form Mercedes-Benz, which remains one of the most iconic car brands in the world. Benz's business success was also driven by his ability to adapt to changing circumstances. As the automobile industry evolved, so did the needs of customers. Benz was one of the first to understand that consumers needed not only a functional vehicle, but also one that was reliable, affordable, and easy to maintain. This insight led to the development of newer models with improved engines, better fuel efficiency, and enhanced comfort, making the automobile more appealing to a broader audience. His focus on innovation, customer satisfaction, and strategic partnerships helped solidify Benz & C's position as a dominant player in the market. Furthermore, by the turn of the 20th century, Benz's business had become a resounding success, and he had firmly established himself as one of the pioneers of the automotive world. His company continued to innovate, introducing new models and improving on existing designs. He also expanded into new markets, both within Europe and international. His success not only changed the course of transportation, but also shaped the modern business world by demonstrating the power of technological innovation and strategic planning in creating a global industry. Today, the legacy of Karl Benz's business success endures through Mercedes-Benz, which remains a leader in the automobile industry. His foresight, commitment to innovation, and ability to build a sustainable business laid the foundation for a global automotive empire. Benz's story is not just one of invention, but of entrepreneurial spirit and perseverance, qualities that allowed him to build one of the most successful automotive businesses in history. Karl Benz's legacy is nothing short of extraordinary. His invention of the automobile and the development of his business laid the foundation for the modern automotive industry and revolutionized transportation forever. Benz's work not only changed how people traveled, but it also reshaped the way societies functioned, economies developed, and industries expanded. His contributions to technology, engineering, and the global economy continue to influence the world today. Benz is widely regarded as the father of the automobile. His invention, the Benz patent Motorwagen, was the world's first practical automobile powered by an internal combustion engine. This breakthrough came at a time when transportation was largely reliant on horses or steam-powered vehicles that were inefficient, and the Motorwagen demonstrated the feasibility of using gasoline to power a vehicle, and its success proved that a self-propelled car could be a viable mode of transport for the masses. Although he was not the only person working on automobiles at the time, Benz's creation was the first to be both practical and commercially viable. This laid the groundwork for future advancements in automotive technology. One of the most remarkable aspects of Benz's legacy is his influence on the development of the global automotive industry. His company, Benz & C, became the world's first automobile manufacturer, producing cars that were not only revolutionary in terms of technology, but also in their ability to meet the needs of consumers. Benz's commitment to innovation led to the creation of better, more efficient vehicles, making automobiles increasingly accessible to the general public. By the early 20th century, his company was one of the largest automobile manufacturers in the world, and his vehicles were highly regarded for their quality and reliability. This early dominance in the automotive market set the stage for the rise of the modern car industry. Benz's influence extended far beyond his own company. His partnership with Gottlieb Daimler, another key figure in the automotive industry, eventually led to the formation of Mercedes-Benz in 1926. The merger of Benz and CEE with Daimler Motorengesellschaft, DMG, created one of the most well-known and respected brands in the world. Mercedes-Benz, which is still a leader in the automotive market today, continues to embody the principles of quality, engineering excellence, and innovation that Benz established. The legacy of KARLE BANZ lives on through this brand, which is synonymous with luxury, performance, and cutting-edge technology. Beyond the automobile itself, Benz's work helped to shape the modern world in ways that extend far beyond transportation. The widespread adoption of the automobile had a profound impact on society, influencing the development of infrastructure, urban planning, and global trade. The automobile enabled the rise of cities and suburbs, changed how people worked and lived, and made long-distance travel more accessible and convenient. Benz's invention played a pivotal role in the growth of the global economy, creating entire industries around automobile manufacturing, road construction, and fuel distribution. Today, the automotive industry is one of the largest and most influential sectors in the world, with millions of people depending on cars for personal transportation and businesses relying on vehicles for logistics and trade. Benz's impact on technology and engineering cannot be overstated. His development of the internal combustion engine and his refinement of the automobile's design set the stage for the rapid technological advancements that followed. In addition to improving the engine and drivetrain, Benz's work on the Benz patent Motorwagen included innovations in steering mechanisms, braking systems, and fuel efficiency, many of which were revolutionary at the time. His relentless pursuit of innovation inspired countless engineers and inventors, many of whom built upon his work to further improve automobiles and other forms of transportation. The principles of engineering and design that Benz pioneered continue to influence how cars are built and how transportation systems are designed today. Benz's legacy is also seen in his pioneering approach to business. He understood early on that the success of his invention depended not only on its technical merits, but also on its ability to appeal to consumers. His focus on making cars that were both practical and reliable helped to ensure their widespread adoption. Benz's marketing acumen and his ability to recognize the potential of automobiles for personal use were crucial in turning his invention from a curious novelty into a globally recognized product. He was one of the first to create a brand identity around his automobiles, and he used strategic marketing to attract customers and build a loyal following. The way he approached business has served as a model for generations of entrepreneurs and continues to influence the ways companies approach product development, marketing, and customer service. In addition to his technological and business achievements, Benz's legacy includes his role as a symbol of perseverance and innovation. He faced numerous challenges throughout his life, including financial difficulties, personal losses, and skepticism from others. Yet he remained determined to make his vision a reality. His resilience and determination in the face of adversity are qualities that have made his story an inspiration to countless inventors, engineers, and entrepreneurs throughout history. Benz's legacy is a testament to the power of vision, hard work, and the belief that even the most ambitious ideas can be realized with dedication and persistence. In summary, KarleBanz's legacy is vast and enduring. His invention of the automobile and his contributions to the automotive industry have had a profound and lasting impact on society, the economy, and technology. His work not only changed how people traveled, but also reshaped industries, urban development, and the global economy. Through his innovation, determination, and business acumen, KarleBanz helped to create the modern world as we know it, and his legacy continues to inspire progress in engineering, business, and technology. KarleBanz's passing on April 4th, 1929 marked the end of a remarkable journey, but his legacy continues to shape the world we live in today. The reformer writes, We would like to say that we do so with intention. As the inventor of the first practical automobile, Benz's contributions forever changed the way people travel, live, and interact with the world. His vision, determination, and innovations laid the foundation for the modern automotive industry, which continues to thrive and evolve. Though he is no longer with us, the impact of his work lives on through the millions of vehicles on the road today, and through the global automotive industry that he helped create. Karle Benz's life is a testament to the power of innovation and the profound difference one person can make in the world. His legacy endures, inspiring generations of inventors, engineers, and entrepreneurs to dream big and push the boundaries of what is possible.